Can you guys both say something? Reed. And Jordan. All right, yeah, that is good. Yeah, that's good. All right. You guys want to start recording? We can start this off. Let me know when you're good.
All right, there we go.
The hype is so real before we even start this.
Dude, just... right?
All right, you guys, you're good.
All right.
All right, starting in 3, 2, 1. What is going on, guys? It is Patrick here, and welcome back to another episode of the SmithSquad Podcast. This is episode 59, and we are joined today with RadAustin, the JFK gamer. We have a lot to talk about.
Everything. Just a little.
Just a little. Yeah, we started the Skype call, and it's already like we just can't even contain the things we want to talk about already.
This could honestly go on for hours. I could talk for 5 hours.
This could be a 12-hour podcast.
I'm so excited.
You never know.
World's longest podcast ever.
I hope not.
Get beat, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, all right. We have two things to talk about.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Shadows of Evil or The Giant.
Yes.
Which one?
I think you guys want to talk about The Giant.
Can we start with
The Giant? Let's start with The Giant, then we'll work our way into the Shadow of Evil.
Yes.
So, for everybody that didn't get to see the cutscene, the leaked one online, and it hasn't been posted yet for The Giant, there was this absolutely fantastic cutscene for The Giant shown. It was like a trailer. And you see the ending. You see the ending of that radio that we heard in Doris originally. And again, this is a downloadable map. If you pre-order a special edition, you get The Giant, it's called. It's Doris remastered, all kinds of new weapons, the same map, but a new Easter eggs added. So it's going to be very, very fun to play. You see Nazi Richtofen. So this is our original storyline from World at War. He finishes, he looks beautiful on high res. Like, oh my God. So he just finishes sending Maxis away. You hear him laughing, like, goodbye, Dr. Maxis. And then he laughs. And then all of a sudden, he teleports away. And then all of a sudden, our Origins characters come in, just like they did in the Origins trailer, all surrounding Richtofen. That was
so sick.
Beautiful call out there, back to the Origins trailer. And then they're telling Richtofen that he shouldn't do what he's about to do. And then the zombies attack. And this is where we can actually have a Doris before it was destroyed. So we might actually get to see Doris when it's really well, because the zombies are just attacking.
The ammomatic room.
Holy crap, wait. Yo, Reed, I didn't even pick up on that. Oh my God,
right?
That makes so much sense.
Right? The shield can be activated. There's all this other old radios, too. All the bonus ones could end up happening. So that's just something to keep in mind.
I think we need to go back a little bit to these radios.
Yes.
I am familiar with them, but it's been so long. I know
we got you.
Sure.
There's the original in the spawn room where he's talking about the zombies.
Yes,
like
it's
10.
It's 4 or 5 in total. 5,
there's
right?
the Area 51.
6. There's actually 6 in total.
6 of them? Okay.
Area 51.
Yes. That's in the tunnel.
There's the one by that same teleporter where I think it talks about Fluffy the dog turning into a hellhound.
There's 3 of them that it depends on the order on what you do. So it just
dictates Fluffy, basically.
Yeah. So we could, it talks about like the first test experiments and how they fail, how Maxis is really mean to Richtofen, and then eventually taking Maxis and teleporting him away. Creation of the first Hellhound happens, all in that radio, and Richtofen sends him away.
You got the Maxis also, like before that though, him reaching out to all the 935 people with Sophia.
Yes. Well, that was the Sophia one, was the Area 51 tunnel one you were talking about.
Okay, I just wanted to like make sure that we covered though that like Maxis in that was basically like asserting his power over everyone.
Mm-hmm. And then,
oh my God, what if we see Sophia?
That'd be interesting. I don't know if we will though. Cool. I don't think that's as likely.
No, but it'd just be a nice little Easter egg.
That'd be really exciting. The other radio too is up top in the animal testing. If you look up and go by, you hear Maxis giving Samantha her first dog, and I think that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's 6. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So then back to what I was explaining before.
Wait, but then there's the last one.
Which one?
Which one?
The one where
on the stairs.
He
with
says
the
like
shield.
goodbye.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, we didn't talk about it. My fault. I counted it, but didn't talk about it. In that room, in this trailer, actually, is where this radio is, and it's right by
That's in the furnace room, right?
By teleporter A, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's like in it. It's like in the furnace.
In the furnace?
Or not the furnace,
No,
it's like a generator.
Well, yeah,
like
it's more like
MP40,
a
right?
The thingy.
hot water. There's a body in it, and
yeah.
then on the ladder is the radio.
Oh,
And that
the other-
explains, I think it's Dr. Groff or Schuster. I forget which one it is, but he hangs himself.
Pretty
And
sure it's Groff.
Is it Groff? Okay, so Groff hangs himself, and it's the beginning or end of the Shinonuma call and all these different call-outs. And then you hear in the background, the shield is now active. The shield is now active. Everyone report to the barracks. That is something we might actually get to see in this remade map about the shield. We never knew what that was. It was a call-out. I would be excited to see, what is the shield? Is it some defense
The dude
system?
hanging,
Is it the
too.
Origins
You see all of
robots? We have a lot of different ideas that could end up happening, some kind of different call-outs.
Because this is like really, if you think about it, this is where the storyline really kicked into gear. Like, I mean, you could say Shinonuma kind of picked it up, but Darius really kind of started it.
Oh,
so if you
exploded it, for sure.
Well, yeah, exploded it. But if we got like an explanation for a lot of the Easter eggs in the map itself, like you have the guy's body there, we could find out why is the guy's body there. You could find out like what led up to hanging himself, everything along those lines. You know what I mean? Like you have the little Illuminati papers here and there explaining stuff. Like if you got an explanation for all of that and even expanded upon that more, that would be so sick.
It would be.
When you're
what
mentioning
what if Richtofen was laying those? What if the good Richtofen laid out the new explanations, like the Illuminati code for the future?
Oh my god!
To come through.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
There's so many possibilities.
So many possibilities.
Multiverses.
What about the whole Paris part of that map? That
Okay.
was a huge thing.
That's
Do you
like-
guys have anything
Yeah,
to say
like
about that?
London, England, Paris. So, I mean, if as you know, I guess some of you may know that like Call of the Dead, Moon, everything was kind of hinted at in this. Kino
Right.
was originally supposed to be part of World at War, but they didn't have time with the DLC. Oh my god, they could totally explain Kino more too.
Yes.
Sorry. There's just so many sidetracks to this beautiful map. But
It is. There's so much more.
They definitely I feel like what they would do in regards to London and England, and Paris would be something along the lines of like explaining kind of what's happening. Maybe probably not do it in the cutscene itself, but I could see them kind of explaining it through dialogue between Richtofen and other characters or something along those lines. Maybe even in the Easter egg, I don't know, but I don't
Would
know,
be
man.
interesting.
There's so much that they could do with this map.
Oh my god, you know what? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I just realized you know how I sent Treyarch the binder with all my ideas, and I keep talking about this?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Killing Richtofen was part of the ideas.
My dude.
Dude, the multiverse thing of getting rid of that Richtofen.
Reed,
Wow.
it happened.
Shit.
Reed, it happened. It happened. You
Wow.
finally got
Okay,
it.
so but the first map I had, it was just a throwaway map because I had no idea where we could go with it, and I didn't want to
Yeah.
repeat maps. I suggested the Bermuda Triangle as the first map.
Dude, that would have been so sick.
It was really cool the way I described the map and how it would be like in this almost constant chaos and rain and torture and stuff. But that whole first map's premise was getting rid of Richtofen, altering the storyline, and working toward that whole Argatha thing. And because in the trailer, like we were still talking about before, because we keep getting derailed, is they keep talking to Richtofen saying whatever you open in there is going to unlock a chain of events, and a bad chain of events or an evil chain of events. I forgot what the exact quote was. And what bothered me about the trailer is that all three characters know Richtofen. They've all been working with Richtofen, and they all are saying these things almost taunting him, knowing he's going to open it up. Because they're like, no, you must not look behind that door. You have no idea what you can handle. And Richtofen just is, in an almost comedic way, just punches the button and opens up.
Yeah, right.
Inside the teleporter, young Richtofen, or Origins, we'll call him Origins Richtofen, that'll be easier. Origins Richtofen comes out and pops him in the head, and what a gore shot that is to kill Nazi Richtofen. So now
I
Nazi
love that he
Richtofen's-
takes his hat off, too.
Yeah, because Nazi Richtofen's like, oh my god, this is beautiful. And
It's
then
me.
Origins Richtofen's like, I got a different plan.
Okay. So backing up here, because
Yes,
like I
yes,
said,
yes, please.
I'm not a super huge zombie fan. I feel like people watching may not be as well. Well, obviously big zombie fan, but not as crazy into the storyline. So we have goodbye Dr. Maxis in the logs.
Mm-hmm.
So what is actually happening there? I just want to clarify.
Okay. Do you want me to explain it or you, JFK?
I'll take the front half. You want to take the back half?
Sure.
All right. So what's going on is essentially throughout, Richtofen and Maxis they were a duo. Richtofen working under Maxis, and throughout this time, Maxis was never nice to Richtofen. He was always verbally abusive to him and things along those lines. And so what happened is that I'm just going to skip over, like, there's just a lot that happens in between, but essentially what happens is they get to a point where Richtofen reaches a breaking point within this teleporter that they have created, and he gets it before Maxis has, and so then he lures Maxis and Samantha, and then Reed, you want to take over? Kind of like finish it off.
So he lures them into what we assume to either be that teleporter or another teleporter somewhat, but that whole, you see how it locks. We actually hear him lock them inside that teleporter after they test the Hellhound Fluffy in there. She puts the dog in. Samantha's like, "What are you doing to my dog?" And then Maxis tests it. It's successful. Richtofen was tampering the entire time. He already mastered teleportation, according to the moon radios. He was just, he was prolonging Maxis's efforts because Maxis didn't produce the Wonder Waffle DG2 in mass production. So he was all mad. They had their whole bitter side story rivalry. Sure. So he ends up opening it up, letting the Hellhound out. And Maxis and Samantha, so Max is like, "Get behind me, Samantha," you hear in the radio. And they get backed up into the teleporter with the dog. And then Richtofen shuts the door, teleports it, and laughs, "Goodbye, Dr. Maxis."
And Samantha goes to the ether, and Maxis goes to whatever you want to necessarily call where he goes to.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't know where Maxis went, but Samantha went to Moon, and then she ends up getting into the MPD.
Right. Okay. So from here, that opening part of the cutscene is right after that, right
That's
as he just sent him off.
What we think?
Yeah. Okay. So then he teleports himself.
Who?
Okay. So this is Origins. So now,
yeah. So Origins, Richtofen is coming back.
So this is where it gets really complicated, and that's why people are like, "Yeah, zombies, whatever."
Multiverses.
So normally what happened is Richtofen then goes to Moon. We have so let's say all this happens, and then Shino Numa happens after this, and then all of our maps happen in normal order. So we have everything all the way back to Origins, right? Let's just pretend everything goes the way it is. Origins happens, that ending, when they teleport at Origins, they go back in time and cross universes. So that's really an abstract idea, but they end up going into this universe where Richtofen's Nazi and evil, where the Origins universe is separate. It's a different universe. World War I has giant robots and stuff. That didn't happen in the Darish, Shinonuma, Rux world we lived in, that we played through. So they're teleporting over from what we think is the ending of the Origins Easter egg. My dad has a plan. Somehow Maxis in that world was able to take our four heroes and put them in the other timeline that's completely fucked up because of Richtofen and Maxis battling in Argatha, and he put them in there to fix everything. And so hopefully they came through to try and take Richtofen. I daydreamed about this for so long. To take Richtofen out of the equation before he
even
put
does
all
anything.
the events in action.
He messes everything up. Oh my god, that is so...
It's insane.
Beautiful.
And then what tops all of this off is that the fact that it's going to be in a future game with this remastered Darius is that this map that they're going to is probably not even going to be the real Darius where Richtofen kills Samantha, because the weapons that are going to be in this one are probably futuristic guns. So what we're going to have is then this is going to
another timeline. They're creating another timeline.
This is going to be like what? I don't even know what number we're at now.
It's a lot at this point. Well, see, we don't know exactly where Mob of the Dead fits in, so that's a possible timeline. So we think Mob of the Dead, and now our new map. I still got Shadow of Evil.
Shadows
of Evil. I gotta get that down still. It's a weird name. It really is, but
it's a really
I give
weird
it a
name.
chance. Those are directly connected. So those are definitely in a timeline. Shadows of Evil and Mob of the Dead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that it's so similar. I mean,
probably those are probably then going to be connected to the straight universe with the new 4 from Black Ops 2. But if you think about it, at the exact same time, Ron Perlman tweeted out 7 hours ago or so. He wants to meet Dempsey. Treyarch retweeted it. Brought up a good point. He wants to meet Dempsey. That means that they're probably going to end up having the 4 of Shadows of Death or Evil. God, Jesus, that name is gonna kill me.
Shadows of Evil, yeah.
Shadows of Evil.
It's a bad name.
Yeah.
I think.
Eventually meet up with the original 4 zombie people, and those 4 zombie people are probably gonna be what we get from the giant riff in continuity, because it's probably gonna be in the same rough kind of that kind of time clump. So we'll probably get some sort of carryover at some point here.
Yeah, time clump. So when is Doris timeline? Like, what
40s.
year is that supposed? 40s. Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be so. Like when so when the game took place, it was after the war. When the game took place, it's like the war just ended when we played the World at War.
Right.
The
You're right. It's
Giant,
World War II.
The Giant, which is the new one, is definitely like 1942.
42, yeah.
42, 43, 41.
And that's
somewhere
exactly where Shadows
beginning.
of Evil takes place. So,
well, no, shout 30s.
it's
30s.
40s.
No, I heard 30s.
No, I heard 30s too, but online they
30s.
had 40s. They had I was reading it on the Call of Duty. Here, let me pull it up. It was in the Call of...
I don't know about
All right,
this.
there's one serious flaw with the fact that people are saying it's in 30s. And the thing with the 30s is that there was a huge depression at the time.
Yeah.
And when you look at the gameplay, you look at everything, it looks like a very rich, fruitful period in Chicago. So I just...
Yeah.
I find it hard to believe that it'd be 1930s.
See, okay, so good. So I'm glad you asked that question.
It
so,
is.
Boy, go ahead,
Yeah,
Jordan.
here on the official PlayStation, Shadows of Evil set in the 1940s. 4 unwitting characters are brought together through mysterious circumstances.
Okay. Well,
cool.
that's Sony. That's official. So, all right.
Yeah.
All right, so that's
it's the
40s. Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Absolutely.
And the way that can happen, Patrick, is remember, World War II has robots in that universe, has robots and all this crazy technology at that point. So in that universe, it's possible.
True.
So that's where the multiverse theory
That is the
comes
thing.
in.
They made it so good that they can do whatever they want now.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
The fact that it's not one timeline saves everyone a headache, because otherwise it would have been. If you try to, you can't like it's impossible to do one timeline because it just doesn't make sense. You'd be like, oh, so you start with Origins, but then you're like, but no, because then it just doesn't make sense, because then how could the characters not know about Richtofen when they got into testing? And it's just wobbly wobbly time magic. But then again, you also have to think about the Origins ending, which is a whole nother. Samantha Maxis, you are a bitch.
How so? Why do you think so, Jordan?
What? That's
Why do you
Sam?
think she's a bitch?
No, not a bitch as in like an actual like mean, but bitch as in like she adds so much continuity, man. It's just hard to keep track
I got
of.
you now. You got you. Okay, I was a little
think
lost. I'm like, all right, what'd she do this time?
No, I think she's fantastic. I just think that it's just so confusing at times. I mean,
Absolutely.
you have a pretty good handle of it, but there's always those little glimpses where you're like, wait, no.
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
not.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't pretend to know everything about the storyline. I think you,
It's
me,
impossible.
Milo, Nick, Star Wars Bob, there's a couple other guys in the community that really know the zombie storyline.
That's why I had you guys on, because I know it a bit. I know the origins. I know most of Black Ops 2. I followed that, but I used to just play zombies for the fun of it, and I didn't really care about the storyline all that much. I thought it was kind of interesting. I thought Doris was interesting because there's so many little tiny Easter eggs.
God, I love Doris. Doris was so good.
Yeah, for the most part, I didn't follow it, and I think a lot of people don't follow it. So it's good to it's cool to have you guys on here and kind of clarify some things, because I've been very confused over the last 8 hours looking at all this stuff. I'm like, Rick, what?
Well,
what?
I mean, it's great. It's great because that's the majority of the community. The majority of the community, maybe half and half, just don't care. One half cares way too much, and one I want to play zombies. Shut up! I don't care. Give me guns.
Yeah. Now the other thing is, like you said, Mob of the Dead and Shadows of Evil are related.
Yeah, 100%. They
So
said
you guys
that at the Q&A panel.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yes.
I was gonna say. So do you guys think it's the evil? I forget what they called it. In Mob of the Dead. The greater evil or the dark evil or whatever that whatever the spirit was that possessed the warden and made the Blundergat and all that darkness and made that whole infinite loop.
Yes,
that's going to come into effect for Egypt, probably.
You think so?
If we get an Egypt map, I'm just guessing continuity wise, they're going to send the new 4 of us and that new 4 from Shadows of Evil into that, because it just makes sense with what they're doing with all their wobbly wobbly alien stuff.
Do you think they'll be back? Do you honestly think they'll be back? The Shadow of Evil.
I think they're gonna do 2 to 3 probably.
I think it would be weird for them to open up with a single storyline in one map.
Well, let's look at this. We've had the Mob of the Dead characters were a single storyline. We had Call of the Dead characters were a single storyline.
But those weren't
Transit Crew
openers.
was the 3. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But they were DLCs. I see what you're saying. But the other
Right.
ones were just DLC add-ons. They weren't starting on disc.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because people are going to be interested, like, oh, what's up with these guys? And maybe they'll just end it there because that's going to be good for a lot of people who aren't interested in buying the DLCs. But I
feel like though with that celebrity cast, they'd kind of carry him over because they made it they kind of sold on the point that like, hey, we have a celebrity cast. Look what we're doing. You know what I mean? And the fact that Advanced Warfare was able to do it with that many maps, it just kind of makes sense that they'll do it.
Yeah. So my bet would be we have the Darius, we have the Shadows of Evil with this new group, probably 4 DLC. So maybe 3 DLC with 2 or 3 DLC with those characters, maybe 1. I mean, they might do another of the Dead map. You never know, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
What they're probably gonna, I have a feeling that they're gonna make the of the Dead maps than the Giant-esque maps. So what we'll do is we'll probably have a DLC with the 3 characters. We'll have our original crew back for a different map, and then we'll have the last 2 maps. Maybe they'll end on the original crew again. I don't know.
Do you think they'll ever go to Agartha?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
I do. I actually think that's going to be a map maybe at the end or something like that, but I really hope
want
it
Atlantis so bad. I just want
Oh
Atlantis
my
so
god,
bad.
you have no idea how badly I want Atlantis. I
You
wanted
can-
Atlantis for years.
A selling point of this game is that you can swim underwater and shoot, so take advantage of it.
Oh my god, you're
freaking
right.
out of it. Right?
This is the
That's
time.
the whole point. Is they built the mechanisms to literally swim underwater and shoot. So if they don't carry that over to Atlantis, I'd be Treyarch. You lost me.
I don't know. Swimming is not a big appeal to me.
Really?
I'm good with walking. I don't want to train underwater.
Oh no, it probably wouldn't be the whole map underwater. It'd just be like a little like
Just
in Moon.
portions.
It'd probably be like in Moon when you float around and shit like that. It'd be like that.
Gotcha. That'd be interesting. Not sure how I feel about that.
I need more time to digest that.
Okay, so you guys are thinking. All right, give me. I want to hear what you guys think. You know the storyline well. What do you think this game is going to play out in terms of storyline?
Hey.
If you had to call it.
Read.
Oh, how do I think it's going to play out in storyline? Okay, so I think we are definitely going to have...
That is a big question, I know.
That's like an impossible question.
What makes more sense to me is even from a payroll standpoint is I don't think they're going to make the same mistake as Exo Zombies is hiring them once and then doing every line they possibly can and then just nickeling and diming them every now and then to get something.
Agreed.
But I think our Fab Four are definitely going to be the major players in this game. I don't see them not being in every map, every other map. They're going to be somehow on a DLC progressing the story. I really enjoy the characters we're getting on launch. I also think we're going to get a bonus thing on launch as well. I think there's going to be a secret map. The storyline to me, and the way I suggested a lot of the things too, is this idea is it's going to lead up to the end of this specific zombie storyline and a very epic conclusion that's really going to find the end of these zombies. And I think even here, only the curse survived is such an interesting phrase that we're using. And I mentioned it on my breakdown video as well. It's just like in the universe with the Mob of the Dead characters and now the Shadows of Evil, these are the worst people. These are horrible human beings. And they're stuck in almost purgatory. We see all these, pentagrams and all this stuff, all the satanic symbols and the blood on the walls.
Yeah,
it seems like they're honestly in purgatory for their sins.
Yep.
Interesting perspective, maybe not so much in the zombie universe, but it's an idea. It's one of those driving ideas that I think that we're leading up to this big conclusion that's just going to break the cycle. I think that's what's going to finally happen, and then there'll be a new take in the next zombie game or the next thing Treyarch decides to do with zombies.
So you think this is kind of the
I
sort
finally
of
got
conclusion.
the signed poster. If you guys haven't got the Omaze thing, I got for like $500, which whatever. But I got the signed poster of everybody on Treyarch.
That's sick.
Whoa.
Oh, so
That is
happy.
awesome. That is awesome.
That's so dope.
There's like a 10 grand. It's like 10 grand.
Somebody already got it. Did you see it in the link? No,
Yeah,
50
someone already
grand.
bought
Did
it.
someone already get it?
Yes.
Me and Mr. T Lexify were thinking about splitting it.
Oh, dude, there's so many YouTubers that I'm like, they have the money. Like, there's no way they're not gonna do that.
I wasn't expecting it to be that expensive, so the minute I went on the site and looked, I was like,
it'd be such an investment, but it's like, early access might pay off. Yeah.
Yeah, right? Dude, to be in a commercial?
Oh. That's sick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you get to be in a commercial for one of them. And then another one, you get to be a zombie. There were so many things. I am now, I have 5,000 entries. Oh, if you guys don't know what's going on, Call of Duty started a new program, in case you guys didn't know. And they're trying to get 25,000 veterans. They're trying to get them jobs. They're trying to put them to work and help them out, because that's a big struggle in the United States, in case you don't know. And with this program, you can buy all kinds of cool stuff, and you're donating money to try and help that cause. So you get a lot of cool stuff for a good cause, which is fantastic.
I love the endowment. Hell yeah. I was going to say, quick thing onto Reed's, though. Backtracking to storyline, I'm kind of in his same camp, is that I feel like this game, I think it's going to be the end of the zombies for this arc. I really don't think that they're going to carry it further, whether or not that's like our specific original 4 characters. But I feel like with the whole Mob of the Dead, that style of zombies, like the Black Ops 2 crew, that everything like that, I feel like that's going to come to a conclusion here. Similar to why Reed thinks it, like this whole purgatory thing, I think you can't get much lower than we are. I feel story-wise, I mean, I feel like if they're going to have a secret map, it's not going to be one story-wise. But, I mean, they keep talking...
it's still going to be story-wise.
Well, it's like story-wise, but not like
Easter
but
more
egg,
5.
You know what I mean?
More 5.
But then if you
5, I would like
exactly,
that.
like 5. But then if you
Just
think
a
about it,
complete
too...
side mission, or side
everyone's been talking about the Zombies campaign, and they didn't mention anything here. So whether or not that... like, what if you have the Zombies campaign being like Shadows of Evil, whatever, like that being like the starting point to it, and then you have that kind of carry forward through it's so hard to think of what the storyline is going to be, but I just kind of want to see a set conclusion at some point for at least one timeline, because there's so many timelines. But if we could wrap one of them up cleanly, I would be very happy.
I wouldn't be surprised if Treyarch just never did that.
I don't see them ever wrapping it up cleanly.
Probably not.
The thing that's so cool about the storyline is nobody knows for sure. It's a lot of interpretation. It's a lot of,
I mean, there's still Easter eggs to find on the other maps. Like, holy shit.
That's the crazy thing. They've said we have still not found all the Easter eggs. It's like an 8-year-old game. What the hell? Are you
serious?
I think you guys were both in that chat today when we were talking about, like, they're probably little things at this point.
Oh, God, yeah. They have to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like... Imagine if... just all of a sudden somebody figured out a huge, completely side Easter egg to a map like Shangri-La. Some new steps,
best kept secret. Best kept secret. They wouldn't answer it, but
Shangri-La has to have more. Shangri-La has to have more. I'm so in that team of Shangri-La has more and Ascension has more. I don't know why. I've just always been there. I mean, obviously Ascension not in the Easter egg where you have to shoot the door when you're in the black and white. No. But like some sort of like code or something hidden there, I could see that being something.
See, I think you need to get a new crew of people to go in and look at it. Like, you guys are so familiar with it, right? You know what to look for, but I think you need to get someone with a different perspective,
fresh eyes,
to go in there.
Oh, for 100%. I think I also think the Easter eggs we missed, because they made a conference, again, in case you guys don't know anything about what we're talking about, there was a Q&A. Syndicate hosted a Q&A, and he got to ask some questions, and they would answer it honestly or question dodge. And one of them was the fact that he asked, is there any Easter eggs we missed? And they said yes. So we have missed some stuff in some maps. I think the most likely candidate is Black Ops 2, because we don't have any way to no-clip and stuff. So I don't think in there is where we're going to miss like an Illuminati symbol or a code here or something like that.
Wait, is there really no clipping on PC?
No, there's still no Black Ops 2 no clipping yet. I'm still trying to find that.
Wow.
I'm working on that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's actually shocking.
Yeah, right?
Okay, so I got a couple more things here from
hell yes
that I just remember. Excuse me. So we have Jason Bundle saying never said never for Mark III guns. No plans to revisit other old maps. What was the other one? And then this is relating to the players in the new map. 4 players are flawed and all have a secret. Shadow Man is dark and different and helps the cast survive. I think that let's talk about that, because that really interests me. The fact that they all have flaws. Now, the first thing like that came up to me was what is that octopus type attack turned thing?
Oh yeah, right.
I honestly don't know.
So weird.
I think it comes from the gumball machine.
I was thinking that, but it looks similar to that boss.
Did it come from a drop?
Could have.
In the trailer, what I feel like I think it was a drop, or I forget what it was.
They
in the
didn't
trailer.
show us. I remember breaking it down. They just show us already
just
in
a
it.
cut
There
to
was
it?
no
Okay.
getting into it.
Yeah, it was very just. Oh, all of a sudden, I am now a octopus.
Because that gumball machine, it doesn't give you. I think it's just special not upgrades. There's a certain thing that the gumball machine did. Just special abilities. It's not anything else other than that. So the special abilities probably would relate to the.
Yeah, so all of a sudden
tentacle?
he just turns into one. That's it, and then he turns back out of it suddenly again, and he's so confused. Yeah. So I don't know. I wonder if that has something to do with the flaws, but I feel like
is it gonna be like Mob of the Dead with purgatory mode kind of thing, too?
That's a possibility as well.
And you saw how in the trailer, right after they get out of that mode, they looked just like the Mob of the Dead. It looked like they were waking up from being revived or whatever in the afterlife mode.
Right. Yeah.
The black kind of like faded off screen.
Mm-hmm. I think the magician is going to be a very significant character.
Jeff Goldblum.
Well, here's the thing: in every single map, I maybe not Call of the Dead, but they always have an odd character out. So with the original crew, it's Richtofen.
Yep.
Mob of the Dead, it's Weasel.
Yep.
And with the new crew, it was Stuhlinger. There's
Stuhlinger,
one character who knows something else that no one else knows, who can
Yeah.
influence it in a different way. I think it's got to be the magician.
Oh God, yeah.
I think so too.
He's got.
The way they advertised him too in the trailer, if you looked at it, he was much more mysterious than every other character.
They didn't show his flaw.
Whoa, that's a good point too.
Right?
It was very cut out what he was about to do.
She like ties guys up and stabs them.
Yeah, it's like a prostitute who extorts for money and kills guys.
Yeah, the cop steals money,
cop,
shoots people.
Dirty fighter.
The boxer, uses the knuckles, brass knuckles. And then
I love Ron Perlman. That's gonna be such a good role for him.
But the magician doesn't. All it shows him is that like spinning wheel, and he throws a knife.
Yeah.
It's like okay, well, he made an accident, but that doesn't seem significant enough to constitute as a
one accident
at the end of the trailer,
an entire story.
He was holding something. Did you see how he had the circular plastic ball and he went and threw it? That had me interested. Whatever that was.
You know what also interests me? All of his rings. I mean, this is obviously, but
love it.
As a person of comic book nerdness and overall things along those lines, I was thinking very Doctor Strange type stuff, or like if the Mandarin, not the Mandarin from Iron Man 3, who's an absolute destroyed the character, but where the rings have certain powers. Mm-hmm. So whether or not those rings in the thing actually have powers to them, you know what I mean? Because if you also look at it, they hit like purple rings and things like that, and the zombie's blood is not blood. The zombies bleed purple. So something's wrong where they are. Something is off. Obviously something's wrong. But you look, there's freaking a 3-headed alien hybrid thingy. There's flying insects. It's like something is not in that universe. There had to be something that prompted this to happen, because it's not just zombies. So whether or not his rings have something to do with that, him himself, I don't know. But
Reed made a really good point before we started this. A lot of people are hating on that extinction type looking boss.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a great explanation, which is Nova gas.
Yeah, very possible.
How much better does that make
it?
it?
The faces.
The Nova Daddy.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of people get the BioShock feel, and then even a step further, think about it from, what if it's a round-based mode? What if, like, it only happens at every dog round, so then all these
that's what I
flying
was
things
guessing it
come.
to be.
If it was round-based, I'd like that.
And then a step further is, what if he has the same health as Brutus? You know, Brutus could be a pain, he could kick your ass, but you have the right guns, you upgrade the right things, you take him down a couple shots, you pop all 3 heads, the thing falls down just like a Panzer Soldat, no big deal. I mean, the things in the air, there'll be some kind of weapon to neutralize them. I'm not as worried as I would be for Extinction, where it's just like, I just sitting here putting all my ammo into it. If it's a George, then we need to be worried. If this is a George zombie, we are in deep shit.
Not buying it.
I feel like they learned their stuff, though, because they did George twice, and they realized that people actually don't like George.
The astronaut.
Yeah.
Nah, he wasn't even that bad.
He wasn't. Yeah, Astronaut wasn't that bad.
He was that bad. He was that
George
bad.
was miserably bad.
Okay, the problem with the astronaut was not that he followed you around and his health wasn't that bad. It was the fact that he'd take your perks, and if you took Jug, you had to go back to the Area 51 twice. Not once,
but he also
twice.
insta-read you too. If you remember, like you would be red, so he just teleport you, and then if you're outside without a spacesuit, and then you quickly run inside, the zombies are like one hit, sit on the ground, and you're like,
true. Not so much a problem on solo, but definitely I can see how that would just screw you over in multiplayer.
So miserable.
Yeah. Okay. Another thing with the trailer for
please.
Shadows of Evil,
Yes.
that last bit with the satanic rising up into the air. There's some little box, and he
50
explodes.
Shades of I am so behind that. That is the coolest thing about that trailer.
Yep.
You want Reed? Can I dive in first here?
Please
take it
away,
dude.
my
Okay,
friend.
so I literally, the minute I saw that, the first thing that came into my mind, this one, did they say it's a sequel or prequel to Mob of the Dead?
I think it's a sequel.
It'd be sequel.
Sequel, yeah, because like timeline-wise, it's after
1920s, I think.
Yeah,
earlier.
Prohibition.
Yeah, 20s. If you look at it, it's the exact same kind of style of where they have like the satanic thing, and then when you zoom up, like there's a shot in the trailer where you're looking down at the thing, and it's in like a giant, literally, I think it's like the actual like satanic like cutout. Like
it's that like circle with the stars in it.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's like the legitimate like satanic thing. So what I think that what Call of Duty Zombies has been doing is they've been like certain timelines that they've been having have been getting more and more influence from like darker magic type things. Like if you've seen, if you just kind of paid attention to it, like Mob of the Dead had much more ghosty, apparatus-y type stuff. You know what I mean?
Voodoo,
where it wasn't
even voodoo.
Yeah, so it wasn't just zombies. You know what I mean? And there's always been kind of like an atmospheric type thing to it, like there's more in our world kind of a thing. And I feel like this, with the sacrifice of the guy, that's going to be directly tied to the aliens and the magician, just because the way they're doing it.
Stop calling them aliens. Let's stop calling them aliens. I don't want to be aliens.
What should we call them? Like
monsters?
Nova 6 daddies?
Like Nova, like
Nova hybrids?
Yeah, let's go Nova hybrids for now.
So like these Nova hybrids, yeah, I just feel like it's going to be kind of all related to that. And obviously, I feel like they gave a lot of the Easter egg almost away in this trailer. Not like a lot of it, but kind of stepwise, like they did in Mob of the Dead. Because as you see, you have like your things from the trailer, your certain ciphers. You have a door that you can only enter when you're in the zombie octopus mode. And then you have your Nova hybrids that the guy being sacrificed comes immediately after that, and then right before another shot of it. So if I'm just thinking film-wise, it's just directly tied to it. That's just me here.
It is so straight Mob of the Dead, though.
Oh god, yeah. This map oozes Mob of the Dead. It's not even funny. Even the shots they used, like the kind of craning coming in, facing the three guys, and then going around them while they're shooting. It looked so Mob of the Dead. That was this sploosh.
Ah, that's a nice pickup. I wouldn't notice that, but yeah.
Because they didn't
filming,
do that in a lot of the other trailers, like Origins. They didn't do that. They didn't do that in everything else but Mob of the Dead. And this map had those directly tied. And as a film dude, and as a dude who loved Mob of the Dead, that was like, my pants were so freaking happy right there. But that's what I mean. I don't know. There's so much more. I really want to. I've looked at this trailer probably about 10 times fast, and then a couple times slow, and you still pick up on some stuff. There's not
little things.
Everything. This map is jam packed with stuff. They gave us a lot.
So early out.
I know.
That's what's crazy. Okay, another thing. I'm just going through this. Like things are coming that I completely forgot about. Oh, did you have something else?
No, just read. Do you have any quick things to say?
No, I think I'm good right now. I think that you really hit the nail on the head with that. There's a lot that can come out of this whole sacrifice.
Yeah.
That's Easter egg. That's Easter egg material right there.
Absolutely.
If not, like summoning the dogs. It could be hinting at summoning the dogs and then show us any Easter egg stuff. But maybe it's like the dog heads eating stuff. Then you get the Hell's Retriever. Maybe that's how we get the swords. Maybe that's how we get to do. Oh, we gotta talk about
which is what I was just about to talk about. No, swords. Swords are cooler.
Oh, the swords look just like Hell's Retrievers, but
so
better.
Cool.
But there's 3. Well, they showed 3.
They did.
I'm trying to find this.
Electric, like I don't even know what they were. They were all different.
They were all specific to the characters, which I like. And we even heard each character gets their own specific melees now, which I really like.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, are you kidding me? Oh my freaking god, hell yeah.
Takio gets a katana.
Katana.
He uses his katana as a melee. So I'm imagining Dempsey's going to have the normal knife. What's his name gets the axe. Nikolai.
Nikolai.
And Richtofen might get the bone saw or some sort of saw.
Oh my god, that'd be so cool.
That would be cool.
That's where our rumors are right now. That's what the speculation was at the Q&A. The Q&A, they said they had their own melees, and that's why Takio got the katana.
You know what I just realized?
What?
There's 3 swords, right? So you have the one that looks like the Hell's Retriever that shoots out. The one that's she slams it on the ground. It's kind of like an electric cherry PhD combo. Mm-hmm. There's one that is not really shown, but it just looks like a basic sword.
Yeah.
The other one that wasn't really shown could be a fist for the fighter.
Like the because he does punch the guy.
He does punch him, so maybe he can get an upgrade on that. So I don't know, because they've already kind of done that with in Origins. They had the fists, but just the fact that they only showed 3 seems a little weird.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe they might just be trying to hide it. The other thing I saw posted on Reddit was someone was relating them to the Origins staffs.
That's what I took from it.
Yeah,
and there also the Origins characters were holding swords. Yeah. And you saw the staffs below them and the pedestals, but the characters themselves are each holding swords. So possibly those swords could be related. Possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly. Maybe just... I was thinking it might just be the stones themselves, not so much the actual weapons. I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah, that would make sense. The crystals from the Crazy Plays or Orgatha, that would be really cool. I like it. Patrick. You're thinking.
Piece of things together. It's not my specialty, but
that's what you need.
Best.
We need fresh minds in this community. Just recently
that's true.
Put together the Pentagon Thief identity to the best of our abilities. Like, that thing's been there for 5 years.
Really?
Yeah, the last 2 months we really got a firm handle on the Pentagon Thief being either Gersh or Yuri. We thought it was either Porter, and people thought it was Clark. I never thought it was Clark. But
no,
Porter
never was Clark.
I don't even know who Clark is.
Clark's I don't even like Clark.
Clark's not even in Zombies, to be honest with you.
Okay.
You know who I was kind of interested to see, if you guys remember when they were doing the teasers, like people thought that was it Hudson was going to be in it, and I was like, God. I had this moment where I was almost like, that would be kind of interesting. Like if they had so many multiverses that the campaign to Call of Duty actually opened up into zombies.
Well,
like how insane would that be? Like all of a sudden you got fucking Reznov and fucking Mason fighting zombies together.
No, stop! You're killing me, Jordan.
I know. I'm just. I mean, I don't want it obviously, but it just like the possibility being there is just like.
That would kill me as a zombie fan. Oh my god.
Oh god. Oh yeah.
As a lorist, I would just be like, no. All
right, so this is kind of off topic, but I went to the Call of Duty Zombies, like that donation thing they're doing for veterans.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the walk-on roll and future Call of Duty live action trailer, that is already taken. The $50,000.
Yeah, I know the top one already got sold out.
Already taken. You know what'd be really cool?
What?
Because I'm just saying it's like live action trailer. That reminds me of this other thing that's happening.
Ah.
Oh, you dog, you.
Oh, you.
Took me a second there.
Do you think we could get someone to pay $50,000 to...
Oh, God, yeah. I mean,
oh my God.
If promotion's done right.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. Speaking of, though, at the same time, when they were like, you can win live action weapons, I'm like, shit, could have used that.
Dude, look at that prop, though.
No.
Props.
They say,
it doesn't actually say which one.
100,000 chances. Oh, this prop. It looks like is that a wave gun?
Yes, it's a wave gun, yeah. But it doesn't. But it just says prop. It doesn't say wave gun. It's just a sample.
Just a sample, yeah. What's this thing below? It's saying like 200,000 chances to be zombified, 100,000 chances.
Okay, so the general contest in general is you're being entered. So the cool thing is it's limited. There's a limited number of votes that can happen, but you are being entered in this contest to be flown out by Treyarch, to be zombified, have lunch with Mark Lamnia, get your character zombified and then be immortalized in zombies. This is all part of the sweepstakes. Mm-hmm. So someone who buys the $10 base level donation has 100 chances to be zombified in their pool of whatever. Gotcha. What I bought was the poster. I love posters. I love posters so much. I love movie posters.
That $500.
So I got the $500 limited edition Shadow of Evil poster signed by members of the Treyarch team in development. That's 5,000 chances to be in the zombie Call of Duty.
Oh, it says Shadows of Evil. It looks like Shrooms of Evil.
Oh, it does a little bit.
I was like, wait, what? Okay.
Yeah, so that'll be blown up on my wall. That is really
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll look nice with the rest of your posters.
Oh, I'm so excited, dude. And they're on sale right now. When is this going up, Patrick?
This is going up tomorrow, probably. This is a busy time. I don't know what time, but it's going up tomorrow for sure.
Through the 12th. If it's not July 12th yet, everything is dirt cheap right now. I'm selling out of everything. It's ridiculous.
Absolutely, guys. Go check out Rad stuff. It's
awesome.
It is a game. It is beautiful, just mint.
Radcompany.squarespace.com. Go check it out. It's super good deals. I'm almost out of like my super packs. I have one super pack left of like one of every poster. I put it down to $40. It's normally like $55. I mean, it's super reasonable. It's like 17 posters for $40. So gotcha. I don't know if we're gonna get that deal.
Okay, yeah.
I as a supporter of Rad, I actually have a poster or two of his in my room right now.
Oh, really? You bought my posters before?
Dude, I bought your posters the minute they came out. Yeah.
Oh, you.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'll set you guys both up with a deal. If you guys want something, I'll give it to you guys dirt cheap because I like you guys. I know you. We'll work that out later if you guys want. Anyway, these rewards
back
are awesome. We need to talk about the special edition, the jug special edition, the mini fridge that works.
You know what? The minute I saw that, I was so disappointed in myself as a person though, because I literally just bought myself a mini fridge for college. Because I didn't have one this year because I shared with my roommates, but I just bought myself an actual mini fridge. So the minute that they released that, I was like, no! I just spent like $200 on a fucking mini fridge.
You know what though? No. This is more than a mini fridge. This is like a mini. This is like a compartment fridge. This is 12 cans. Like a mini fridge is supposed to hold some like a gallon of milk and more, some vegetables, some bacon, whatever.
This is like your beer and vodka.
This is your 12 pack, and that's it. Yeah, that's all you're getting.
Which is still pretty cool, though.
Oh, I can't wait! I can't wait to put that thing in my dorm room.
I don't think anything has ever beat though the Modern Warfare 2. I think it's Prestige Edition, where you got literally night vision goggles.
They were cool.
So cool.
I remember that. Did you get those, Jordan?
No, I didn't. I didn't have the money, but my friend did, and I would go over to his house and just put those on just to pretend like I did.
Yeah, no, I've never got anything.
Every Treyarch Prestige Edition since Black Ops, because World at War, I didn't know.
Did you have the You have the drone?
I have the quad rotor, and I have the RCXD, and I drive my dog nuts.
Wow,
dude, that's so cool.
Oh, I love them. I got the giant care package. I fucking love that care package.
That thing's sick. Is it like hard cased?
Yeah.
That's so dope.
Thing's awesome. Dude, Treyarch does the best. Their stuff is always top quality. A mini fridge is going to be awesome.
Insane.
It also lights up, guys, and it does the music. It plays the music.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Is it going to be like you press a button or you open it? Because that could get really annoying.
Oh, yeah, absolutely going to be annoying. I hope it's a setting that you can just turn on and off. Like just ambience or just shut the fuck up. Like, those would be the two options.
So great because usually like I like Rad. Actually, no, I know one other person that's bought the quad rotor. I don't know anyone else that has the RCXD.
I do.
But everybody, like every YouTuber is like, oh my god, I need to get that fridge.
Right?
It's so dope. It was the greatest idea they've had.
Absolutely. So do you guys think there's going to be a Prestige Edition as well, or just that?
I think that's it.
I think that's it. But it'd be really cool if they did do one just for multiplayer fans, too, because this was the Zombie Edition they're giving out.
That's the thing. It's the Juggernaut Edition.
What is there in the multiplayer that you could get, though? What are they going to give you, like a jetpack or something? That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
I was kind of hoping for something like this, and I was hoping for a wonder weapon, but I think this is better because this is more functional. It actually does something.
I'm gonna use this. This is gonna be a part of my life. Wonder weapon will sit on my shelf and be like, cool.
All right, guys. The other thing we haven't talked about, and this is very important, is the coasters. That is gonna be a huge part.
Dude, the coasters actually look pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie.
Absolutely, they do. I like them. I like everything about this special edition. This is a very good special edition. Normally, we get shit every now and then. I'm never get like the wristband stuff. Like, excuse me, I remember we had all kinds of wristbands and little knickknacks in the past. I never use them. They're still sitting in the Prestige Edition boxes I have. But this, the coasters, I'm going to use some coasters. I'm going to use my mini fridge. Like, the rest is downloadable content. It's all good stuff. It's so exciting.
Yeah.
It's just, the thing sad to me though is the amount of money that I'm about to shell out in about 3 days.
It's bad, man.
I'm buying a PS4 and
that
the
hurts.
Juggernaut edition.
Ooh.
That's a shot right to the gonads right there, man.
I know, and then we're at college. See, that's how I felt about buying the poster, but I just can't let that poster go.
Oh god, no.
I can't let that go.
It was such a shocker though when they went to PS4. I was really shocked by that.
Yeah, were you? How do you guys feel about the PS4 transition?
So happy.
Yeah, me too, dude.
I'm so mad though.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only guy who has been Xbox through. I played PS all the way until Black Ops began. So like my heart has been almost 90% with Xbox. So I have all my like achievements on Xbox. I did everything on Xbox. So now I'm like, oh no, I have to restart because I used to be a PS fanboy. I had PS2, I had PS3, but it's whatever.
My thing is, I bought a PlayStation 4 first because I liked the console more. I just thought it was better. And then they come out with Exo Zombies. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess I got to get an Xbox One now. So I get that. Exo Zombies is not even that great. No. And now they're going back to the PS4. It's like,
I know, I'm so mad.
That was
about
like me with Ghost. I bought the
Seriously.
Xbox One for Ghosts, and that was
a
great investment.
Everyone got Xbox Ones for Titanfall. I know like 5 people. Yeah. Titanfall was supposed to be the new big game. It was going to crush everything. Everyone got Xbox Ones. And a week later, everyone was not using their Xbox One.
It, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, they have art cards in the Prestige Edition. I didn't see that, or the Juggernaut Edition.
They have a lot of stuff, man. I don't know. Me and Lex, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk about this lunch thing with Mark Lamia?
Mark Lamia.
Lamnia?
That's what I heard from the trailers.
Okay, they spelled it wrong in this because it's Lamia. Lamia, maybe?
Lamia sounds more like.
I gotta be honest. Who is this? The new head of zombies?
No, he's the studio head. He's always been the studio head.
Okay.
Do you know what that means?
No.
Okay, so he's the guy that Activision says, "Hey, make our game," and he owns Treyarch. He's like he doesn't own it, but he's like he manages everybody, everything in Treyarch.
That is cool.
It was on his head that, hey, what is this new zombie mode? When people in Activision were like, "This is not Call of Duty. You cannot publish this." So it was because of him taking a leap of faith with Jimmy Zielinski why zombies came to the way it is and got so popular.
In that live stream they did a while ago.
Yeah, so that's why I love Lamia. I love Mark Lamia. Like he is so good in my book.
Damn.
The only thing that saddens me is I love Jimmy Z, so it's kind of sad to see Jimmy Z go.
I really feel that is why they're announcing all this so early. I feel like Jimmy Zielinski was the most cryptic. He was the most
cryptic.
He was.
Oh god, yeah, I love
the shadows of Orange. He kept everything under the rug. I put a tweet out earlier today. It was like World at War. Oh, new game mode that we didn't even know about. Black Ops 1. Oh, it's cool to see zombies is back. Black Ops 2. Oh, we found out like 2 weeks earlier. This is like 4 months behind. Here is everything. Take it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more to the modes too. They didn't show us any wonder weapons. They didn't show us.
Perks. They're gonna keep that.
I think there's a lot more to these maps to be found.
Oh, big time!
I'm happy with this. I'm so happy. This is definitely gonna hold us over. I'm excited.
You know, what's even sicker? I was just thinking about that cutscene trailer again. Is just like the fact that they teased in the reveal trailer for Black Ops 3 this map. Like how much does that say about how much time they really put into it? You know what I mean? That has to be huge.
Yeah.
The 3-year development cycle has helped them a lot.
Yes.
Oh yeah, god yeah.
I think this game is gonna blow us away some shape, way, or form. I just
I don't understand why people are being so negative in the comment sections.
Right. Yeah.
Do you see this? It's mind blowing every single year.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah, every single year I see Keynote or Toten, and I see Moon, and I'm like, wow, how are they ever going to top this? And then they come out with Mob of the Dead and Origins, and I'm like, wow, how are they going to top this? I think they're going to top it.
I think they, oh God. But yeah, no, I think they are. I agree with you. The thing is, like, they've had so much more time. So even if we get these people with our typical cycle of 5 games in the past that everyone's like, oh, I hate these maps, these aren't good maps. Treyarch has every opportunity to release 2 maps. 2 maps. Yeah. 2 maps now. They've had double the time. I think we're going to get a lot more maps this game. Maybe not, but I'm feeling a lot more maps.
What if we had game. If we had 2 maps every DLC, I might shit my pants.
Oh my God.
I think that would be too much. It would split the community. Some people going for one Easter egg, some people going for the other.
See, that's the one thing that I was literally thinking about that earlier in this thing, is that if you think about it, we're going to have Shadows of Death, Doom, Evil. Despair.
Oh
I will never, I swear to God, I'm never going to get that name right.
Shadows of Evils.
Shadows of Evils of Death. And you're going to get then people playing the Giant. You're going to have people from the start of the game doing completely different Easter eggs, you know what I mean? So it's going to be who's going to be the community in the beginning.
Everyone's going to go for Shadows of Evil, though, because I'm going Giant first.
No, but dude, there's no way it's going to be Giant first. Think about it. We all know we're going to try and get the edition early.
That's true.
No way we get the pre-order bonus early. So it's all
true.
going to be the Shadows of Evil is going to be the first one. And we're probably going to hate the shit out of it. Let's be honest. Whenever a new release comes out, we play it for like 72 hours straight. You're going to hate it.
Yep.
You're going to hate that map. There's no way you're not going to hate that map unless you have something wrong with you.
Except Mob of the Dead. Mob of the Dead was perfect. I played that map for so many hours in the beginning, got that Easter egg early, and that thing
Still
never
perfect.
dawned on me. Me and Noah were like the first ones in that.
You guys are
That was nuts.
Oh. But
Still perfect map.
Once it comes down, once you play it a little less, and you're, oh my God, these maps are actually good when I just play it, and it's not like obsessive compulsive, can't stop playing it. And I think we're going to see that it's going to be a good map. I think it's going to fall somewhere like in the top 7 maps, top 10 maps of all time in zombies. I don't think there's any way this map's going to be like 1. I don't think it's going to have it has the potential to break the top 5 best zombies of all time, but I really think the Shadows of Evil is just going to be a good map. It's going to be a nice average map that we're going to be like, like these things. There's a couple issues, but it was a good map.
Okay, think of it this way. This is the ultimate shining hope that zombies... I get really nervous about this. Like, I'm like, man, I really hope zombies doesn't die right now. I hope it doesn't flop. Think about it this way. They launched Black Ops 2 with Transit, and it was still the biggest zombies game ever. Yeah. Doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they do. It's gonna be better than Transit. It already is, in my mind, better than Transit. And I liked Transit when it first came out. I really did. I enjoyed that map. I played the crap out of it, and I'm honest.
Respect to you.
But looking back on it, it was not their best work.
I mean, it has this. There's so much potential. Is what we'll keep saying probably, and you'll keep hearing YouTubers say this over and over. There is so much potential for this to do so well. I mean, we don't know all the new game mechanics. We don't know all the new things they've implemented, the customization possibly in this game. There's so much possible in this next zombie installment. We're not going to know until we sit down and get to play the game.
Yep.
So anybody in the comments that are like, Treyarch's ruined zombies, they have.
You don't know yet.
You don't know, but just looking from the giant bonus map alone is just like, how?
Tears of happiness.
Dude, the logo has the 935 symbol in it.
I died with that.
Is enough to be like, all right, that map was really good.
I'm just waiting for a PNG, like, no, like, background behind it to then blow that thing up and make a poster out of it because it looks so beautiful.
I really think they made that map as kind of an ode to the zombies community, the diehards. I think there's going to be a lot of Easter eggs that ties up a lot of things with that map.
They owe us so much.
Well, they even said at the start, they said we owe so much to the zombies community because we have fed off their ideas.
So I mean,
we gave them all their ideas.
In a nutshell, they really need to deliver on some things. It's their baby, it's their project. Yes, I get all the hours of work they get into. It's a give and take relationship. We do a good job of saying like, this is what we like, what we don't like. But, like, when the community overall is like, we want to play as our Fab 4, you don't ignore that for 5 years. That's obnoxious. And it's like, what are you doing to the people that made you guys everything that you are? It's fine to understand, things change over time, and there's business aspects of it. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah. But when we're saying, you really, really need to change buildables. You really, really, really need to bring the Fab Four back in such a way that it makes us excited to play the game. Transit Crew was not acceptable for us. We were very disappointed with that. They got rid of Jimmy Z. That is a big... We're listening. We're listening to you.
That shocked the hell out of me.
Yeah, it did. And that was way into development, too. That was like right before the end.
Dude, that was right before the reveal. Right?
That means he still had a lot of influence on Black Ops 3.
He did.
See,
I can't imagine he didn't.
I'm going to be very interested to see... wow, stutter, Jordan, why don't you? Very interested to see kind of... As many of you may know, that there's two teams that have done the zombies. There's the campaign team and the zombies team. There's a specific zombies team, but there's also the campaign team. Once you're done with the campaign, they kind of do maps. They did Mob of the Dead and they did Origins for Black Ops 2. And as many of you may know, those were two of the most loved maps in Black Ops 2. So I'm going to be interested to see kind of what maps in Black Ops 3 also were done by that campaign and whether that had Jimmy Z influence and what maps, if you can tell kind of where and what.
Well, an interesting point off that is the campaign team always had a hand in the other zombies. They always helped out. And they were always part of it.
Yeah, they weren't
but
like
whoever's
hands off.
whoever took lead. Jimmy was lead from Nocturne Toten to Transit, and then I think I can never pronounce his name. It's like Raza, something like that.
No, can anybody? I
have
never
no idea how to pronounce that. I'm so sorry for that developer, but I can't. So he did Die Rise. Then campaign team headed Mob of the Dead. Jimmy had it Buried, and then campaign did Origins. So
that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Hold of like certain maps.
I can see Jimmy's influence in Buried.
Yes, 100%.
Right?
He was the head.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay.
Mob of the Dead, though, so good.
And I can see the campaign team influencing Origins and Mob of the Dead because the storyline is so cool.
Yes,
that's very rich.
Very creative. It makes a lot of sense.
It's absolutely lovely. The only thing I wish Treyarch would do is give back a little more to our community, to the zombie YouTube community, Twitch community, whoever it is. It was amazing to see that they picked Tom. That was awesome. That they picked cool. Tom, and Tom was there representing us, and we got to send him questions and stuff. And they actually answered questions directly for the first time ever. That is something I absolutely, well, besides the COD XP panel, but that is something we absolutely love and should get every now and then. It shouldn't be like demanded and happen all the time. But I don't like the favoritism that kind of comes up with other things. We've seen it before, but the privileged YouTubers have a chance to just get this stuff early, get trailers early, go to the events early. It's all private. Everyone gets their own private invites. And it baffles me because it's like they might be leaders in the community, but it isn't anything without the community. They are not the one and only opinion of the community. There's guys like Matt, MC Sports Hawk, you, Patrick, Lexi. There's so many guys with huge followings, Laggin, that have no part of the zombies community, but they're selling copies of the game. They're
weird,
absolutely supporting the community in every single way.
I don't want to say any bad names, but
no names. We don't need names.
Oh, I'm not going
whatever.
to. I'm not going to. But yeah, I mean, there's people covering zombies that have nothing to do with zombies.
Oh, there are those too.
Ding, 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 ding. That's what I was thinking of for a second.
Few, but
I was like,
about those guys.
There's so many YouTubers that
oh my god, today
love zombies and
Twitter,
they just don't get anything.
Yep. Dude, Twitter today was both. I've never been happier to be in the zombies community. I've never been sadder. I'll say that. It was some of the most beautiful interactions, predictions, videos I've ever seen. But in that same time, I'm seeing people asking, in videos, saying who they think Richtofen is. Not getting confused at who he is, and even if
Hitler.
you look at it was literally stuff like that made me why are you part of the zombies community when you don't care about it? You know what I mean? I get you want to be part of it, but at least then take the time and dedication to kind of get knowledgeable before you kind of go headfirst into it. You know,
I mean, you don't have to.
Because I'll accept anybody.
Patrick is a perfect example of somebody that loves the game, gives a shit about the game. Doesn't have to go crazy with the storyline, but he's not going to sit. He recognized that's Richtofen, all right? He didn't just jump on and be like, money? Privilege?
Hitler.
Oh, my God, that kid.
That guy's going to be forever hated. Okay, you guys have been with the YouTube gaming community for a while, and this is kind of something I've been thinking about a little bit.
Yes.
There used to be a Call of Duty multiplayer community. It consisted of guys like Woody's Gamertag and White Boy and X-Jaws, Muzzafuzza. T Martin was there.
I loved Muzzafuzza.
X-Cal, Only Use Me Blade, Wings.
All of them.
There was a lot of them, probably 20, 30, maybe even 40 of them. A lot of drama with them, but that was like a community, and a lot of them were all like kind of tight-knit. I feel like the zombies community is becoming a version of that.
I do too.
There's a lot of us right now.
I feel it.
There was a Skype call. I think there was like 6 or 7 of us today just watching the reveal all together. It was awesome. So much fun.
We gotta get together. We're all getting together for PAX East, so we're all gonna see each other there. We gotta go to more conventions together, guys.
It's finally happening. Reed, it's
so
happening. Literally, I was talking to Reed about this a couple months ago, and we were talking about how hard it is really to get people together. And it's I mean, we've all had experience trying. It's one of the hardest things ever to get 5+ people together at one time, because you have time zones, you have people doing different things, everything. It's very difficult to get a whole base of community. But now that if you just look at it, Black Ops 3 is really tying people together, and it's honestly just heartwarming. You're like, finally, we're getting together. Things are going to be done. We're going to be a team. Yes.
I know.
It's about fucking time, you know?
It's awesome.
Some people are busy. Cool. Some have a business. I understand whatever aspects it is, and I totally respect that. Just, don't do your thing where, hey, you guys got some answers? All right, bye. And then don't do that. But, keep your own, do your thing. I'm totally fine with how a lot of people run their channel. It's that their business.
But thanks for all the Doris info, guys. I'm gonna have to
bye. Click off.
Slowly back out of here. Pat comes out with a 5-hour storyline tomorrow.
Oh my god, that would be so funny.
I would die.
Oh my god, that'd be
Pat,
so
please do.
I know, right? That's the thing, is that would actually be hilarious.
Oh my
challenge
god.
video.
No,
Did we
what?
Question on quick sidetrack to zombies. What was that about the challenge maps? I didn't get to really read up on it, but did you guys get anything
the challenge escape the room or something?
Yeah, it looks so cool.
What is it?
So, do you guys know what it is?
Sounds like a Cheese Cube Unlimited kind of thing.
What was that, Pat?
I don't know. I haven't looked into it at all, but it sounds like a Cheese Cube Unlimited type thing.
It's a great.
That's that PC custom map. Just that map.
It's so hard.
There's these things. I remember Rooster Teeth. I listen to Rooster Teeth podcast. They're a major company on YouTube. If you guys don't know about them, that's shocking. But Rooster Teeth is huge. And they went to an event and they described these puzzles, these escape the room challenges that used to happen across at certain PAX events. And it was very popularized where you're in a room and there's these moderators. You can't use, or you have your phone so you can look stuff up, but they'll tell you one hint, don't move that one thing, and they lock you in a room and you have to find clues to get out of that room. And there's certain versions so other people can play. Can't film it obviously because then it ruins the point of the whole fun experiment and solving those things. But there's you go under a rug, and then there's a code under a rug, and then you go over to a desk they have set up in there, and then the desk has maybe part of a cipher, and it's something fun like that. And then the ending of it was if you move the chess piece to the right place, the door unlocks, and it's it's magnetized or something. So that's what I was assuming it was. I don't know if it's that complicated.
It's like a real life Easter egg.
Yeah.
Imagine if we got 10 of us, if they did that at PAX, and 10 of us went in and did it. Real life zombies Easter egg.
We might get DLC at PAX. What if we run into one of the DLC maps at PAX?
That would be sick.
That'd be sweet. I don't think so, but that would be awesome if it did happen.
Wait, holy crap! No, Reed, you're so right.
It's possible, but
that's possible.
I don't remember them ever doing that. But then this whole year,
I've never seen them at PAX, but this year has been so freaking weird. I can see that.
They've been putting themselves out there so much. We might.
I mean, they're changing their date of release too, which is even more shocking.
Are they?
Yeah.
What's it changing to?
It's it's usually Tuesdays, right?
Oh! I thought you meant they were changing it from November 6th.
Oh no!
I was like, what? Did
They're pushing it back to January 25th. Come on.
Oh my god! I would be like,
what if they did that? Oh my god!
That'd be something bad would have to happen. Something very bad.
Zombie beta.
Morgue City. Okay, so I'll link you guys in our chat. But I actually have some pictures because Charlie Intel actually got to experience it the night before. They actually got to see all the trailers. Tom and all of them saw all the trailers early the night before it was shown to us today. and it looks like they all got to experience these escape the rooms, and they took some pictures and stuff. Oh, it is the code. Look, there's a safe. Yeah, it seems similar like this. It's almost like real life Easter eggs. Because it's so long. Really cool. Like, if you see the schedule, it's like 8 hours long the thing goes for.
Yeah. All right, well, we are about an hour in, so if there's anything else you guys have to say, I don't know. Say it or forever hold your peace.
Yeah, let's just say overall, the Giant's probably going to be a fantastic map. Be excited for that remake and all the new ways we get to play it, all the new Easter eggs in it. Give the Shadows of Evil a chance. I think it's going to be a very good map as long as the special infected are a special round and they aren't too strong. As long as they're balanced properly, like Brutus and stuff like that. Have faith in Treyarch and be excited. It's a good time to be Call of Duty Zombies fans. The first time in years anybody's gave a shit about zombies or Call of Duty, in general. So it's good. It's a good time to be a Call of Duty Zombie fan.
It's a good time to be alive. Jordan, do you got anything?
I second everything Reed said. It's a good time to be a Zombies fan.
Yeah. All right. You guys can pimp your stuff if you would like.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Check out my posters again. We talked about it earlier in the show. It's radcompany.squarespace.com. I got perk posters and quotes and cool stuff like that. You guys want to check out my zombie YouTube channel? You get a lot of exactly what I did in this video, explaining theories and explaining things like who is the Pentagon tech and stuff like that. Me and Jordan absolutely love the lore of zombies. And you get the occasional gameplay challenges and stuff like that, but you'll get a lot of explanations and fun stuff and Easter eggs on my channel.
And
so check it out.
Yeah, I'm going to follow me on Twitter at the JFK Gamer / subscribe to me. Same exact thing. Pretty much the same as Red. A lot of histories, a lot of theories, things like that. I tend to do top 5s, top 10s too, but not like Pat. Pat's the king of that stuff.
Absolutely.
Do more like baseline stuff. And then
JFK,
mostly kind of
Jordan is the OG.
Histories.
First guy to. Well, was it you or Lagan the first to do top 5s?
We were like same time.
Same time. Okay, yeah. You guys are the originals.
I'm also the longest zombie YouTuber around, thanks to Pat.
It's true. It's true.
So old. Oh.
As he groans like an old man.
So miserable.
All right. Thank you guys for coming on. That was a good podcast. That was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I really did. So, cool. Episode 59. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.